Morgen, Jahr 9. Unser Titel heute ist Klassenfahrt nach Österreich. To start, I'd like you to see if you can answer the 4 quiz questions. Question 1. What is the capital of Austria? Question 2. What is the official language of Austria? Question 3. How many countries border Austria? And question 4. How many people live in Austria? You may wish to pause the video now, as I'm going to be going through the answers in a moment. Number 1. The capital of Austria is Vienna, or Wien in German. What's the official language of Austria? Well, I hope you all know this. It's German, Deutsch. How many countries border Austria? This is a bit more tricky. It's actually 8. So you have Germany to the northwest, the Czech Republic to the north, Slovakia to the northeast, Hungary to the east, Slovenia and Italy to the south, and Switzerland and Liechtenstein to the west. And how many people live in Austria, do you think? Well, it's almost 9 million people, so it's quite small in comparison to Germany. Now, how many people live in Germany? Approximately 83 million, so it's a lot larger in terms of population. Today's title is Klassenfahrt nach Österreich. What do you think that means? Correct, it means class trip to Austria. Wouldn't that be nice? But there we go, we're going to be reading a longer text about a school trip to Austria, and we're going to be revising the past, the present and the future tense. We're going to begin by looking at grammar. Past, present and future. And we have some deep words from Master Oogway from Kung Fu Panda to start. He says, yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. But today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. And I hope you're using today as a gift to the best of your ability. So we're going to be looking at the past, the present and the future tense. Now, before I revise it and go over it with you, I wonder if you would be able to write down a sentence in German in each of those tenses. Now, by this stage in Year 9, you should be able to, off the top of your head, give me 3 sentences in the past, the present and the future tense. Okay, please pause the video now to just have a quick think. Would you be able to do that? Okay, we're going to start by looking at the perfect tense. So what is the perfect tense? Do you know what it is? The perfect tense is used to describe an action in the past. For instance, ich habe einen Film gesehen. I saw a film. How do we form the perfect tense? And I've given you a bit of a clue here with the burger. So the basic ingredients for the perfect tense are the subject, the auxiliary verb, the helping verb, and the past participle. So always remember the perfect tense comes in 3 parts. Example of this would be, ich habe gegessen. What would that mean? Correct, I have eaten or I ate. What about ich bin gefahren? It would literally mean I am travelled. We translate it as I travelled or I went by vehicle. Now, auxiliary verbs can often cause some confusion. They act as a crutch for the past participle. And the past participle can't function without them, but we don't need to translate them. So the verbs we need to use are either haben, to have, or sein, to be. And hopefully you remember that if there's movement from one place to another, so for instance with gefahren or gegangen, we would use sein. And if there's not, we would use. So let's look at the perfect tense with haben to start. So here you see we have the part of haben, and I've included the subject there, with the past participle. The first 4 are regular verbs, a g and a t, and the last 3 irregular verbs. So looking at this, how would you say, I have bought, or I bought? Correct, ich habe gekauft. What about we have played? We played. Sehr gut. Wir haben gespielt. How about he has seen or he saw? Richtig. Hat gesehen. Now we also use the perfect tense with sein when there's movement involved, and here are a couple of the past participles that show movement. So we have fahren, to go, by vehicle, bleiben, to stay, gehen, to go, fallen, to fall, fliegen, to fly, kommen, to come, laufen, to walk or run. So how would you say then, I went, and you went by vehicle? Sehr gut. Ich bin gefahren. What about he flew? Toll. Ist geflogen. And lastly, how about they ran? Fantastisch. Sie sind gelaufen. We're now going to look at the present tense. What is the present tense? The present tense is used to describe what's happening currently or in the present time. The present tense is used to say what you are doing right now. So for instance, ich arbeite, I am working. To say what you do regularly or always. So ich schwimme jede Woche, I swim every week. Or to describe something ongoing. For instance, ich spiele Fußball, I play football, implying that it's one of your regular hobbies. So here are some common present tense verbs that hopefully you already know. Okay, please repeat after me. Ich bin, du bist, ist, sie ist, es ist, wir sind, ihr seid, sie sind, sie sind. Und to haben, please repeat after me. Ich habe, du hast, hat, sie hat, es hat, wir haben, ihr habt, sie haben, sie haben. On to spielen, the verb to play. Please repeat after me. Ich spiele, du spielst, spielt, sie spielt, es spielt. Wir spielen, spielt, sie spielen, sie spielen. Okay, last but not least, we're going to be looking at the future tense. Now, what is the future tense? Well, the future tense expresses a future event or a future state of being. So you could say, ich werde nach Deutschland fahren. I will travel to Germany. I will go to Germany. That's a future event. Or you could say, ich werde froh sein. I will be happy. That's a future state of being. How do you form the future tense? Now, hopefully you know this already, but you form it using the part of werden, including the subject, and the infinitive. So from this, how would you say, I will play? Correct. Ich werde spielen. What about we will drink? Gut. Wir werden trinken. What about they will speak? Fantastisch. Sie werden sprechen. I'm now going to show you some sentences, and I want you to work out whether they're in the past, the present, or the future tense. Ich habe eine Mountainbike-Tour gemacht. Is it past, present or future? Richtig, it's past, and we can tell that from the past participle gemacht. Ich gehe klettern. Past, present or future? Richtig, it is present, I go climbing. Ich werde Kajak fahren. Is that past, present or future? Well done, it's future. We should spot that from the werde and the infinitive fahren. I will go kayaking. Ich bin Windsurfen gegangen. Is that past, present or future? Fantastic, yes, it's past, and we can tell that from the past participle gegangen and the auxiliary verb bin. I went windsurfing. Ich werde einen Reitkurs machen. Past, present or future? Toll, future. And we should tell that from the werde and the machen, the infinitive. I will do a horse riding course. Ich mache einen Spaziergang. Past, present or future? Well done, it's present. I go for a stroll. So, altogether, those phrases I put into past, present and future. I'd like you to copy out that table into your books and then see if you can translate the following. Number 1, I go climbing. Number 2, I will go kayaking. Number 3, I do a sailing course. Number 4, I did a riding course. Number 5, I went windsurfing. And number 6, I will do a mountain bike tour. I'd like you to pause the video now, as I'll be going through the answers in a moment. 1. Ich gehe klettern. 2. Ich werde Kajak fahren. 3. Ich mache einen Segelkurs. 4. Ich habe einen Reitkurs gemacht. 5. Ich bin Windsurfen gegangen. 6. Ich werde eine Mountainbike-Tour machen. Before we look at today's reading text, I'm going to throw in a few past, present or future from my holiday snaps. 1. Ich bin nach Tübingen gefahren. Past, present or future? Very good. It's the past, and you should tell that from the past participle. I went to Tübingen. 2. Ich bin in der Wüste. Past, present or future? Sehr gut. Present. I am in the desert. 3. Ich werde Ski fahren. Past, present or future? Genau, future. I will go skiing. 4. Ich fahre Rad. Sehr gut. Present. I cycle. I go cycling. In the textbook, we find this text from Habib talking about her experiences in Austria. What I'd like you to do to start is to read through the text and then see if you can match the numbers of the paragraphs with the pictures on the right hand side. I'd like you to pause the video now, as I'm going to be going through the answers in a moment. 1. B. 2. A. 3. F. 4. C. 5. D. 6. E. I'd now like you to have a look at that text and see if you can work out which sections are in the past, which are in the present, or which are in the future. The first section is in the present. It's saying, how are you? And talking about it being wonderful there. The second is all about the past, what they've done in Austria. The next bit's back in the present, talking about today being a day off. And then we have the future, talking about plans for tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. I'd now like you to reread back through the text and see if you can find the following 8 words or phrases. I'd like you to pause the video now, as I'm going to be going through the answers in a moment. 1. Vorgestern. 2. Nachher. 3. Ein bisschen. 4. Ich hatte auch Hunger. 5. Schade. 6. Ruhetag. 7. Morgen. 8. Übermorgen. Your homework for today is to translate that text into English and send it to me at jwatson@stbeads.cams.sch.uk. I've given you some vocab to help you on the right hand side. As usual, I hope you're all well. Auf Wiedersehen!